One of the reasons that I started Aya Paper Co. was because I didn't see myself in the stationery industry. There are so many women that said they love greeting cards, but they can never find ones with themselves on it or with people on it that look like them. So I think that that's why people gravitate towards us so much. This was one of those situations where I felt like I could be the solution. My mom passed when I was 13, and I remember getting so many cards from people in that time. I kept that box for so long, and whenever I was having like a weak moment, I would go back and look through those cards to kind of comfort myself and like see all of the loving words that people had to say to me. And that stuck with me, and over time I started to carry that on how I showed love to other people. So wanting to give people something really simple, it's just a handwritten note and a folded card, but something that people want to keep, and maybe when they're having a bad day, just seeing it on their dresser or at their office like brightens their day. I really wanted to make sure that this business was not contributing to climate change or environmental injustice, because we know that those types of things disproportionately affect communities of color. All of the cards are made from 100% recycled paper, and we use non-toxic ink in everything, and there's no chlorine in the paper. I really like the idea that we can help bring awareness to the fact that this is an industry that can be very wasteful, and thinking about ways to be a more conscious consumer. I left my full-time job in February of this year, about 1 month before everything shut down because of COVID. Before transitioning, a lot of what I was doing was in-person events and marketplaces. That was how we made all of our money, and that's how we built kind of a loyal following. Being at events, talking to people, showing them the products, getting them to buy things in person. That was a really great way to kind of build awareness of the brand, because stationery, I feel like, is such an in-person thing. It was very different to now transition from having an experience where you can talk to people and show them the product to now everything being virtual and online. This year for Mother's Day, I designed this kinfolk card, and it's an illustration of me and my mom. When we posted this card to Instagram, the response was like nothing I'd ever seen before. There were so many comments and likes and shares, and people just so excited to see something that resonated with their own childhood of getting your hair done like by your mom. That's something that's very culturally specific, and is also such an intimate moment for so many people. So I think that that was kind of what helped to catapult us into this new level. I think everybody's goal as a small business owner is to scale. You want to do more, sell more, and as a sustainable business, it's very different. We have to kind of rethink every step as we grow. So the way that we produce cards when we were doing 100 cards a month when we launched in July is very different than now when we're doing like 12,000 cards from one order. So the entire process of that has to change. The disparity in internet access in marginalized communities is a very real factor that I consider when thinking about my business model and our marketing strategy. And that's why it's been really important to make sure that while we are an e-commerce-based brand, that we also have different retailers. So right now we have over 40 different retailers across the country, and that's really important to me, and I want to continue to grow that list, because so many people might not have access to, going onto a website and placing an order, and might not even have, a credit card to be able to make a purchase. So it's really important to me to have the option for people to walk into a store with $5 cash and buy a card. We see how women, and specifically Black women, are so underpaid and undervalued in the workforce. So it was a really proud moment for me to be able to help myself earn a living and, to pay other Black women for their work. I see Aya in more mainstream retailers where you can pick up a card while you're getting your groceries or running errands. And I also see us having even more impact in our local communities, whether that's through sponsoring a sustainability workshop, or donating to a local farm, or giving to a rent relief fund. These are all ways that we can have a tangible impact on communities using the business resources and the capital that we're building on. I think it's important to be remembered by how you made people feel. People forget the followers, people forget how many sales you made, they forget the accolades, but people don't forget how you made them feel. So I would love for people to remember the way that the cards made them feel, the way that the brand invested back into the community, and the way that we prioritize human connection.